What if you could read a book, notes, or any information just once and remember it forever? Is that truly possible? Yes, in this video, I'm going to provide you with complete information on the right way to study. What kind of diet will sharpen your mind and what lifestyle changes are important. Additionally, I will share 11 powerful techniques that can increase your concentration level and make studying interesting for you. You can follow these strategies as much as possible. Even if you're unable to follow all the strategies, you'll definitely benefit to the maximum level. And yes, all this information is based on scientifically proven studies. If you understand and apply this correctly, you'll start remembering the topics you study many times better than before. But before that, it's important to understand what we remember easily and why. Have you ever noticed that you remember some things effortlessly? Like the face of a beautiful person, funny conversations with friends, a special childhood memory, the story of a movie, some favorite songs, a very sad or happy event. What's so special about all of these? That our brain stores them easily because all these things are connected to our emotions. You never tried to remember them, but still, they are deeply embedded in your mind. Now think about the opposite. Do you remember what you ate for dinner 3 nights ago? Probably not, because there was no emotional connection. Our brain stores only those things for a long time, which are interesting or engaging. That is, which we enjoy. Which are connected to emotions. That is, which make us feel happy, sad, thrilled, or something else, which are in the form of visuals, that is, which are easy for us to see or imagine. That's why a song, a film, a special day's event, or a fun incident stays with us for years. But we forget a paragraph written in a book after a few hours. Now the question is, can we make studying interesting in the same way? Yes. We'll use 4 natural processes of our minds to make studying interesting and effective. Processes that help us remember things effortlessly. The first process is, connect your studies to your goal. If you find studying boring, there's only one simple reason. You don't have a clear goal. Think of it like this. If you need to go somewhere, you're interested in the destination, not the journey. But you have to strongly convince yourself that studying is also a path that will lead you to your goal. So, don't think of studying as a burden. Create a strong and exciting goal for yourself. When your goal is clear, studying will start to feel important and interesting. For example, if you want to become a doctor, don't think of biology as just another subject. Think of it as a way to help patients in your future. Or, if you want to become a successful businessman, don't think of accounting and finance as just subjects. Think of them as the basic foundation of business, which will help you make the right financial decisions and strongly grow your business in the future. The second process is use emotions and visuals in your studies. Our brain processes and remembers things better in the long term when they are connected to our emotions. That's the reason why we remember a movie scene, a funny incident, or old memories for years. So when you study a new topic, try to link it with an emotional experience. Don't just write your notes in words, but use diagrams, pictures, charts, and mind maps so that it is stored in your brain in a visual form. Make studying effective. Think of a topic as if you are teaching it to a friend. This will make your brain understand it deeply and remember it for a long time. The third process is create interesting associations with your studies. If you want to remember difficult topics easily, try connecting them with something fun. Because our brain remembers things more effectively through interesting connections. If you want to remember a difficult word or concept, create it like a story or a poem. To make any boring topic interesting, add humor or funny connections to it. For example, if you have to remember a scientific formula, try to create a funny example by including your friends or yourself in it. If you are studying a new concept, think about how it can connect to your life. Try to create personal connections because when things feel personal, they are remembered for the long term. The fourth process is adopt smart techniques that will help you remember any concept in the long term. What are those smart and powerful techniques? I will cover them later in this video, which will boost your memory power and make studying more interesting and effective. Now, let me share a personal story as an example where you'll see all 4 processes in action. It might seem a bit boring, but try to understand it carefully. Once, my teacher asked me a question in class. I fumbled a bit, but managed to give the right answer. The teacher didn't expect me to answer such a difficult question, so he was very happy with my answer and appreciated me in front of everyone. It was a big deal for me, but the biggest joy came when the girl I liked, she also praised me after class. Happy with me, she started asking more questions related to the same subject and chapter. I explained some topics right away because I knew them well. But for some topics that were a bit tough, I told her that I would understand them well and explain them to her better tomorrow. That day, I felt that studying is not just for clearing exams, but it can also make us special in class, in our friend circle, and in society. So the next day, I studied even harder. This time, my thinking was a little different. Because I didn't just have to study, but I had to improve myself so much that I could answer all the questions even better. And besides this, I also had to impress that girl, create a good impression in class, and become a hero in front of the teachers and students. Now, whenever I read any topic or question, I would think about its answers 3 to 4 times and try to connect it with my emotions. Like, I would visualize myself standing in front of the teacher, all the students looking at me answering confidently, and everyone listening to me attentively. In my visualization, I was also thinking about the answer to the question I was answering. This means that because I repeatedly thought about the answer to the question in my visualization, I learned that answer by heart. Now, in this story, let me tell you where and which processes I followed. First process. When I connected studying not just to marks, but to my personality, making an impression in class, looking special in my friend circle, impressing teachers, and creating an identity in society, I connected studying to my goals. Second process. When the teacher's appreciation and the reactions of others motivated me, studying was no longer just a process, but it became an emotional connection for me. I saw myself confident in front of the class, everyone's attention drawn to me. This visualization made my studies even more effective. Third process. When I didn't just limit it to books, but made it a means of my thinking process, impressing others, staying ahead in class, and making myself look special. It became a challenge and a game for me. This made my studies not just a responsibility, but an engaging and interesting journey. Fourth process. By using techniques like visualization, repetition, and imaginary learning, I made my learning process even more effective. This helped me remember things for a long time. When I imagined myself answering confidently in class, this technique helped me remember the entire answer. Now, I've shared my personal story with you and explained how to approach studying with the right mindset. So, now I'm going to tell you about 11 powerful study techniques that can make your studies easy and effective. These techniques will help you learn more in less time and remember things for a long time. The first technique is spaced repetition, the right technique for revision. By repeating new information at the right intervals, it becomes easier to learn any topic by heart. Reduce your revision time every time. First 20 minutes, then 10 minutes, then 5 minutes. For example, study like this. First time studying, 1 hour. Second day, new topic for 1 hour, old topic for 20 minutes. Third day, again new topic for 1 hour, first day's topic for 10 minutes, second day's topic for 20 minutes. Fourth day, again a new topic for 1 hour, the first day's topic for 5 minutes, the second day's topic for 10 minutes, the third day's topic for 20 minutes. This helps you remember things for a longer time and reduces the chances of forgetting. The second technique is the teach back method, teaching someone. Try to explain any topic to yourself or someone else in simple language. If you are finding it difficult to explain, it means you haven't understood it properly yourself. For example, read the topic, understand it in depth, and explain it in writing in your own words. After reading any topic, try to explain it well to your friend, family, a child of 8 to 10 years, or even yourself. Wherever you face difficulty, read and understand it again. This technique is one of the most effective techniques. This clarifies the concept and helps in understanding the subject in depth. The third technique is the Pomodoro technique, a time management technique. Studying for long hours continuously makes the mind tired, so it's important to take short breaks. For example, study with full focus for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. Do this 4 times, then take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This keeps the mind fresh, which prevents boredom and keeps you engaged in your studies. The fourth technique is the Cornell method, smart note-taking. A good note-taking system helps you revise an entire chapter in less time. For example, divide the page into 3 parts. On the left side, write the main points or questions. On the right side, explain in detail. At the bottom, write a good, short summary of the entire page. This way, you can effectively revise your entire notes in 5 to 10 minutes before exams. The fifth technique is active recall. Active remembering. Just reading isn't enough. Trying to remember it is most important. After reading a topic, try to remember it without looking. For example, ask yourself questions like, what is this topic about? What are its main points? If you don't remember, read it again and try again. This technique is far more effective than rote learning. The sixth technique is the mnemonics method, remembering things using shortcuts. Try to remember difficult topics using shortcuts, code words, or stories. For example, to remember the sequence of colors, there's a short form, VIBGYOR. The full form of VIBGYOR is violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. To remember the planets of the solar system, the code word is, my very educated mother just served us nachos. This stands for Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. In this way, you can create shortcuts, which can make it easier to remember complex and hard topics. The seventh technique is the mind mapping method, explaining to your brain in a visual way. To understand any topic, try to understand it by making diagrams and connections. For example, write any main topic in the center. Connect the related subtopics to it like branches. Represent every branch with keywords, pictures, or color coding. This makes it 10 times easier for the brain to understand and remember. The eighth technique is the blurting method, testing yourself without looking. Whenever you read a topic, write it down in your own words without looking. For example, after reading any chapter, try to write it down on a page in your native language without looking. Then, match it with your notes and mark what you have forgotten. Then, in your next revision, focus only on those points that you forgot earlier. This technique helps a lot in boosting memory and understanding concepts in depth. The ninth technique is the SQ3R method, for fast and deep learning. SQ3R stands for, S stands for survey. First, glance at the topic and understand what important points it covers. Q stands for question. Ask yourself what you are going to learn. R1 stands for read. Read carefully and understand the concept in depth. R2 stands for recite. Repeat what you've read in your own words, as if you are explaining it to someone. R3 stands for review. Finally, quickly revise the entire chapter and go through the key points again. This method makes studying more structured and effective, which helps you remember concepts for a longer time. The 10th technique is the dual coding technique, studying with visuals. Our brain remembers pictures, visuals, and diagrams better than written words. To learn any topic faster and remember it for a longer time, use visuals along with text. For example, while taking notes, diagrams, mind maps, charts, and use colorful highlights. Whatever you are reading, try to visualize or imagine it in your mind. Watch videos and infographics because our brain learns faster through audio and visual learning. Try to connect formulas, events, or principles practically to your everyday life. Studying with visuals and auditory methods makes it more interesting and effective. The 11th technique is the storytelling technique. Remember by creating a story. Our brain remembers stories for a long time, so it's important to make studying emotional and interesting. When you study a topic like a story, it is remembered more effectively. For example, think of a topic like a story, like understanding history as exciting stories. Connect the topic to an event in your personal life. To remember, connect each part of the topic to some characters, places, or situations. Try to remember the topic by making it interesting and emotional. This technique makes even boring topics interesting and helps in remembering them for a long time. Everyone has a different way of learning and understanding, but if you follow even 2 or 3 of these 11 techniques, your studies will become faster, more fun, and more memorable. Now, let's talk about a healthy diet, the right lifestyle, yoga, and some other smart study tips that you can use to boost your concentration and memory power. You can pause the video and read about the best foods for a strong memory. You can include these foods in your diet. You can also see on the screen the best fruits and green vegetables, which are very supportive in strengthening memory. And besides this, consuming all kinds of nuts and dry fruits helps in increasing brain power. Drink enough water regularly to keep your mind active and energetic. Healthy diets help in increasing brain function and prevent fatigue. Important lifestyle tips. Get enough sleep. Yes, during sleep, the brain processes new information. Additionally, sleep is essential for your physical repair and maintenance, so aim for 7 to 9 hours of deep sleep. Take breaks on time. Studying for long hours continuously can lead to brain fatigue. Therefore, take a 5 to 10 minute break every 45 to 50 minutes. Breaks provide you with energy, allowing you to concentrate on your studies with double the intensity. Balance screen time. Excessive use of mobile phones and laptops can divert the mind, so control your screen time. A good lifestyle increases brain productivity and improves focus. Yoga and exercise. Light exercise increases blood circulation in the brain, which improves concentration and alertness. Moreover, pranayama, meditation and yoga reduce mental stress, improve memory, and enhance brain sharpness. It balances both the body and mind. Do basic or moderate exercise every day for 35 to 45 minutes to keep your body and mind active. If you are short on time, do moderate or high-intensity exercise 3 to 4 times a week or on alternate days for 45 to 60 minutes. Before starting yoga or exercise, it's crucial to learn the correct posture and technique. Choose a workout according to your body type, fitness level, and health condition to avoid any injuries and get maximum benefits. For this, you can take guidance from your parents or an expert. Now, some important study tips. Set up a focus area. Choose a quiet and organized place to study. No multitasking. Focus on one subject at a time. This improves your understanding. Internal monitoring. Set small milestones and regularly track your progress. Note-making. Make short notes while studying. This makes quick revision easier. Use music wisely. Listening to light instrumental music or white noise while studying can increase focus and productivity. Positive mindset. Stay self-confident and keep yourself motivated. These small habits can make studying easier, more interesting, and more effective. If you follow a proper diet, a healthy lifestyle, yoga, and smart study techniques, your concentration and memory power can improve significantly. Moreover, with regular practice, proper planning, and consistency, you can not only easily achieve your academic goals, but also remember any topic quickly and for a long time. For information on motivational and self-development types of ebooks and audiobooks, check the description.